Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Ela Scorpion. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. In today's video I'll be breaking down Ela's recoil and how to get no recoil with Ela. Let's get right into it. That was the cringiest thing I've ever done. Up there. You guys already know, before I get into the Ela recoil breakdown, I've got to get into peripherals. Peripherals are almost as important as the in-game settings and what attachment to use, etc. By peripherals, what do you mean? I mean an arm sleeve. Do not get a Supreme one. I say this every single time. Do not get a Supreme one. Just get a normal arm sleeve from Amazon. They're about $10. Just the ones that use in basketballs or football. They do the exact same job. Use an arm sleeve because it's the same consistent glide and feeling every single time, even if it's cold or warm in your room. It's the same texture feeling from your arm sleeve on your mouse pad every single time. This allows you to get used to your micro flicks, what flicks you're using. This allows me to move on to sensitivity. Sensitivity and arm sleeve kind of go hand in hand, because once you get used to your arm sleeve and your movement, you'll get used to your sensitivity. Now you get used to your sensitivities like terrorist hunts, warm-ups, practicing on terrorist hunt headshot only mode on Siege before you go into your ranked, unranked kind of matches. To get used to your sensitivity, you need something called a mouse. I use a G Pro Superlight with custom skates on the bottom. I highly recommend this mouse. But before you go, well, I'm going to buy it now, you guys need to check on Rocket Jump Ninja. He does a mouse hand guide size. You guys need to check what kind of size hands you are on Rocket Jump Ninja and see how big your hand is compared to the mouse, because depending on what grips you're going to... Depending on what grips you use on your mouse, you'll get cramped. If the mouse is too small, you won't be able to move as much as you normally should be able to, etc, etc. These are little things that do make a big difference in aiming in Rainbow Six Siege. Now getting into the attachments for Ela. If you guys have me watching me on stream, make sure the link is in the description to come by and say hello. I stream 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. If you guys want to drop a follow and say what's up in chat, be much appreciated. Trying to grind for partner this year. I've been playing a lot of Ela on and off recently. I used to use Ela shotgun religiously to try to prove to people how broken it is and how much it needs a nerf, and I guess that happened now, so no more Ela shotgun. And when they announced that the shotgun was going to get nerfed, I was like, damn it, and now I've got to use the Scorpion. I'm going to start using the Scorpion. I've been really bad with it, but I've been practicing, getting more and more used to it, and I have to say I've tested all the different sites. Some people do use red dot, I've been told, and they're absolute nutters. I don't really like the reflex personally. I think the holographics are the only site that really works. Just with how the gun recoil works, which I'll get into in a minute, I'd recommend using the holographic. I use the compensator. There is no other barrel that you should be using in my opinion. I've tried them all. With how high fire rate the gun is, Scorpion I mean, you just don't want to use like Suppress if you want to troll around, but the other ones just don't work. The compensator is just what it's designed to do. A lot of the time you either tap fire with this gun or you burst or you full fire with it, so you just compensator just works the best. I don't use angled. I know people who are really good with the recoil can use angled. You guys can use angled. I recommend vertical if you're struggling like me to get used to the recoil. I do use the laser actually, because of how aggressive I play the Scorpion. There's a lot of times I'm swinging and like being aggressive, and sometimes you drop to the floor and then you haven't got time to ADS, so the laser sight makes it tighter. Because how many bullets it fires, I just feel like having the spread so tight is a lot more important than not having a laser sight. So I do recommend it if you guys are doing a lot of active high engagement gun battles. Guys, now I'm going to break down the spray for you guys. How does it shoot when you don't recoil control? So by that I mean I'm not pulling down whatsoever, breaking down the bullet pattern and what that means you guys should be doing. So let me get into it. And then demonstrating it again. So as you guys can see, quite an insane recoil, to be honest, from Ela Scorpion if you emptied all 41 bullets in the magazine. But what you can see is that from the first couple bullets, it's still reasonable from the spray, but then the second it gets about the seventh, I think it's 7th or 6th bullet, it starts kicking left, up and 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 left, until it gets to a max out point, which I think is about 30 bullets in, and then it just boom, pulls diagonally left, and does exactly the same pattern. So it just, in a horizontal line, just does it. So what this means is basically when you start spraying, you want to start pulling down diagonally right every so often. I know it's every so often it's hard to do, but you'll just feel it when you start spraying it, like I'll show you guys now. As I'm going to show you guys now, stand in the same place. What I'm doing here is pulling diagonally right with it. So as you guys can see, the spread is a lot tighter. I am having to, when I fully automatic this gun, I am having to pull this gun hard, chat. I'm having to pull it hard, like really hard. Like I'm not talking like the other guns I fired before. It's one of the guns that you have to pull down the hardest. So again, my biggest advice obviously is practice this in Terrason against the walls, but do not fully auto this gun. Like fully trying to get the spread tighter is really difficult, and when you've got, I don't know, grenades, 3 enemies to deal with, you're not going to be able to do the full recoil. That's going to just take time and practice. I just recommend bursting, which I'll get into now. So when it comes to bursting this gun, it's a completely different story than most other guns. So let me show you what it's like when I don't pull down. And then this is when I do pull down. So I'm still, like I told you at the beginning of the video, not that great with Ela's gun. So I am still basically demonstrating you, but still showing you guys that I'm not perfect as well. Because like here, that's not a great burst. These ones are better. Ela's gun actually doesn't have a bad burst. I know that might surprise you with how high the recoil is of the gun, but actually the burst is quite tight. So I don't even think if you guys are quick bursting, you need to worry about pulling down too much. If you guys can just basically, when you do burst, just pull down ever so slightly, so just a little bit down when you're doing it. So basically flicking down a bit, you will just get those 4 bullets just perfect head height. So you kind of got to get in the swing of just like bursting like this from a distance, just trying to fire a couple bullets, and some of them will go rogue. You just kind of just want to tap burst this gun. I recommend obviously one tap in it, it's hard, so you might as well just, you know, burst with it properly instead of recoil control. Instead of trying to do recoil control, because even like I'll do a quick demonstration, even again from further away, this gun is just madness with recoil. Even if I want to pull that down, I have to pull down my mouse halfway down my mouse pad. I mean, I'm a low DPI player, so you can understand that. But that's kind of the crazy thing about the Scorpion. Pick, but I'd almost say must pick. Go on.
Bro, wait, what?
Thank you so much guys for watching to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed that Ela Scorpion breakdown. Let me know down in the comments please what kind of videos you'd like to see on my channel, because I think we're going to slowly start moving away from the no recoil, because we've done most of the guns once or twice, and we'll only kind of update the guns when there's a big nerf or buff happening to the guns now. I think we've still got 1 or 2 left to do, but I would love to know what you guys would like me to do. Maybe some 5v5s, watching your guys' clips. Any of those videos suggestions we much appreciate. What do you guys really want to see from Rainbow Six Siege? Maybe I'll 1v1 some content creators. I've got loads of content creators I can ask. Just let me know down in the comments what you'd enjoy to see on a Sunday video, because I know Sundays where a lot of people chill and relax on YouTube. So let me know down below. Have a great day guys, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and have a fantastic day.